Many of us have experienced this embarrassing scenario. You meet a whole new group of people, and seconds later, you've already forgotten everyone's names. A new Rutgers University study shows that if you can improve your working memory, remembering lists, phone numbers, reading comprehension, life doesn't just get easier. You'll actually become smarter. Local memory training expert David Shoup joins me now with some great ideas that we can all incorporate into our daily lives. Thanks for being here, David.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What are some of the tricks? Right off the bat. Well, let's start with you, because people don't know this, but an hour ago we gave you a list of 10 items that our viewers hear a lot right on First News at 4, and you only had 1 minute to study the list. Can you remember some of the things on that list?
Yeah, I mean, you can give me a number, or would you like me just to run it through?
Sure, just run them through. I've got the list right here.
You have it?
I have it,
so
yes.
Number 1 is weather deck. Number 2, we've got as question of the day, I believe. How about we'll just do 7 as problem solvers, and 10 is deal for the day.
So you remember the number, the order that it's in. I have this right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. It's a skill to learn. I mean, I wasn't like that before, for sure.
Now, your background, you were saying, is in acting, so you had to do a lot of memorization, and you're telling me you wish you knew then what you know now.
Absolutely, yeah. I wish I would have had this skill back then. It would have made my job a lot easier.
So walk us through some of the tips.
Okay. Well, simply, most of the time, I would like to say just our memories are a lot more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. We have really good memories. But when it comes to most people are like, well, tell me something to remember names. How do I remember names?
Yes, names.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a couple tips. And you can actually use this for anything, whether it's names or details information. The first tip I'm going to recommend all the time, first thing is to listen. Slow down and listen. It's one of the most overlooked things is we just don't listen. We are normally, on average, we're 5 to 7 steps ahead of conversations.
So we think we're listening, we shake someone's hand, we listen to their name, so we're not really listening is what you're saying.
Not
paying attention.
Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. And then the second thing is to repeat that information if it's important information, whether it's their name or information. Like when it comes to names, we recommend repeating their name 2 or 3 times out loud.
Oh, okay.
So like if we did a role play here, let's just do a quick
say,
role play.
hi David, I'm Mary.
My name's David. And what Mary?
Mary, nice to meet you. Mary Nom.
Mary Nom. Nice to meet you, Mary.
Oh, I see what you're, okay,
so I just said it 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah. And
easy enough.
Yep. Repeated it just so I heard it correctly, and then I repeat it. And I don't do it for your benefit, I do it for my benefit, so I can remember your name down the road.
Interesting. And you hold workshops. What are they like? What experience should we expect?
Well, we teach a system at your workshop. We teach a system, what's called the mental file folder system. Our brain works a lot like a computer or like a filing cabinet. It's the way it wants to work. So we teach you a way where you can store information in your brain a lot like a filing cabinet. So for example, let's just take that list we just went over. One thing we could do is, I want you to just like imagine your toes or look at your toes and wiggle your toes. And imagine there's a big wind tunnel, or like there's a bunch of wind and rain and fog. Okay, and then on your knees, I want you to just put a huge question mark on your knee. Huge question mark. What's going on? And then on your muscle, I want you to put the third item on our which is we have the question mark, and then our third one on is the HealthWorks. HealthWorks. Just put like someone lifting muscles on your muscle. So I just taught you the first 3. By filing. So we teach what's called a mental file folder system. So WeatherWorks, I just put a bunch of WeatherWorks, question of the day, and then we put on our muscle, we put the HealthWorks. And we could do the whole body if you want, but that's simply one of the techniques we teach is called the body file system. Got it. And this is something that anyone can do. Absolutely. I was nowhere near as good as I am now 4 years ago when I started this. I was pretty, I won't say pathetic, but I was not as confident about my skills now. So it is a learned skill. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Starts with paying attention. I am evidence of that, for sure. David, thank you so much for being here. Thanks, for more information on memory training, it is all on our website. Go to comonews.com and click on Como for TV.